This afternoon from beautiful PNC Park, it's a doubleheader between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Colorado Rockies. And what a beautiful day to play to. After the Pirates came back twice last night, it was a chilly evening, but the Bucs came on top, winning 5-4. Greg Brown along with Steve Blass. It was great to see former Rocky Clint Barmas lead the way, Steve.
Boy, he had some fun. He really cleared the air for himself. He absolutely stuck out the left field neighborhood. Just a line drive after line drive. This is the first one of Jamie Moyer, short hopping the 383 sign. Then we're going to take a trip down into the corner. And then to put a little ice cream on top of the cake, a line shot vapor trail, as Jim Tracy would say, into the left field seats. Great night for Clint. You had the feeling that it was a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, it was great to see Clint Barmas succeed. You know he's going to. He's a stand-up guy, professional. So too is James McDonald, who's been okay his first 3 starts. Last time out, a no decision against the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, a little bit higher in the pitch count than he wanted to be. I'd give him a solid B for his first 3 starts. And it's all about James McDonald throwing strikes. His stuff is plenty good enough. And he should be stacked up pretty well against those 4 guys in the middle of the Rockies batting order. When you got Gonzalez, Tulowitzki, Giambi, and Kadire, I would think that's going to be his biggest challenge. So if he can put the lid on those guys, he should have a good chance at winning today.
James McDonald looks to lead the way as the Pirates look to continue their winning ways. And it's a great day to play, too. The Pirates and the Colorado Rockies in a doubleheader from PNC Park. Game 1 is coming up next.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Chevy Cruze, which offers you EPA estimated 42 mpg highway. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go, Bucs!
Welcome back. Along the banks of the Allegheny in the beautiful city of Pittsburgh, the Pirates and the Rockies playing a rare doubleheader because of the postponement on Monday. Bucs and Rockies will play too, and as Ernie Banks liked to say, it is a great day to play too. In this case, it really is. 59 degrees, sun is shining, a lot of kids on hand. 36% humidity, winds out of the west at 8. Bucs playing their first twin bill of the season.
Springtime in the Berg.
Check out the Colorado Rockies lineup, managed by Jim Tracy, the former Pirate skipper. Marco Scudero leads off, and Tyler Colvin and Carlos Gonzalez. The cleanup man is the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Jason Giambi, the veteran, is at first base with Michael Kadire in right. Willeen Rosario is the catcher for Game 1. Chris Nelson at third, and Juan Nicasio is on the mound.
The numbers for James McDonald, brought to you by the Western Pennsylvania Chevy dealers. Start number 4. He's been okay. He's been able to keep the Pirates in the ball games that he has started. Pretty good overall numbers career-wise against the Rockies. 3-1 against usually this good hitting team, and they seem to be always in possession of good bats. To me, the key for James McDonald is control. His stuff is plenty good enough. If he pitches out in front of the count, they're going to have to chase some high-quality pitches out of the strike zone, and that will play right into his hand. So we'll see how it plays out for James McDonald. One little sidebar, Greg, and I don't know, this probably won't be a factor, but it could be. Who's ready to play now? This is a little bit out of the normal routine. Is James ready to pitch? He's ready to start right from scratch. The same thing for the Rockies pitchers and the Rockies batters. Who's ready to play at 12:30, doubleheader, a little bit outside their usual routine?
Ball 1, we are underway. Marco Scudero, 1 for 4 last night. Cracks this one to center field, but that's right at the center fielder McCutchen. So 2 pitches and 1 out. Brings up Tyler Colvin. Check out the Pirates defensively. You just saw McCutchen make the play in center. His wingers, Jose Tabet and Alex Presley. On the infield, Pedro Alvarez and Casey McGee on the corners, with Clint Barmas and Neil Walker up the middle, and Michael McHenry catches James McDonald. Here is the former Rocky, Clint Barmas.
He got a lot of weight lifted off his shoulders last night, didn't he? Casey McGee at first base.
He's been solid over there. Tyler Colvin, the former first-round pick of the Chicago Cubs, takes ball 1. Traded over this winter for Ian Stewart. And McDonald working quickly. Throws a strike. It's 1-1.
Rich Dower, third base coach for the Rocks.
Over at first base, Glenn Allen Hill. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tyler Colvin. And the fastball misses up and in.
Greg, I'll apologize right up front because I look at this ballpark in the daytime. I gush about it all the time. I'm not so sure whether I like it better at night. It's so gorgeous here under clear sky, beautiful spring day, afternoon baseball at PNC Park. It's pretty. We'll hope the results are just as pretty.
One of the great and fascinating things about this ballpark is that it plays differently depending on the time of day, the time of year. Early spring, late summer, and of course the view. You can't beat it. Oh, yeah. Good looking fastball.
Snap on that one. Strikeout number 1 for James, and this is absolutely what he's capable of doing. This is a nice free and easy motion, and that ball jumps out of his hand and still has a little jump by the time it gets to home plate. Good stuff. High heat.
And if McDonald does figure it out, he's got as good a stuff as anybody.
Yep.
Fastball, curveball, changeup.
I would say last year he had better stuff than any of the starters. Now, A.J. Burnett would challenge him in that category, certainly this year.
Fastball high and away to Carlos Gonzalez. A 2-homer night for Cargo. His first 2 dingers of the year.
Little trailing wind out to left field. That'll help the ball to carry in that direction.
An off-speed pitch. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
So far, it looks like James is ready to play today.
Take a look at the flags out there in left center.
They were moving a little bit before. Calm right now.
And gets that over for a strike. 1-2.
Staying soft. If I remember right, last night the last home run was off a fastball, so that might go into the strategy mix for James against this power hitter.
Oh man, heck of a start for J-Mac there. That was as good an inning as we've seen for James McDonald. Pirates come to bat. Toyota. Alex Presley, Jose Tabata, Andrew McCutcheon, 1, 2, 3 in the order. Cleanup man for game one, Neil Walker. Casey McGee hits fifth, and it's Pedro Alvarez. In the bottom third, Clint Barmas, Michael McHenry, and James McDonald.
Juan Nicasio out of the Dominican Republic, 6'3", 230 pounds, making his fourth start. His early numbers. Has never faced the Pirates.
Alex Presley, riding an 8-game hitting streak, steps in. 2 for 4 with a couple of runs scored in last night's game. Got the comeback going with the leadoff double against the veteran lefty Jamie Moyer, and scored in the bottom of the first. 0-1 on Presley. Third baseman Nelson is in. Down low. Last time out for Nicasio against the Padres. 6 1/3 innings. 4 runs, 7 hits. And got the victory. His previous start against the Diamondbacks didn't get out of the third inning. Gave up 6 runs. Line drive, but that'll be a foul ball. 1-2 on Presley. Career high 8-game hitting streak for the Pirates left fielder.
Got a lot of offensive support that last time out. Rocky scored 8 runs for him. That always helps.
Slap foul.
And he's running out there 93 miles an hour. So we've got a couple of right-handers that get it to home plate rather quickly.
Good arm, 6'3", 230 pounds. Nicasio, quite a story. Began last year pitching in Double-A Tulsa. Made his major league debut May the 28th. Check swing and a pitch in the dirt. And then in his start against the Washington Nationals, August the 5th, the second inning of that game, he was struck into the right temple by a line drive off the bat of Ian Desmond. Sustained a fracture of the vertebrae. Had to have 2 screws inserted. Pitch is taken for a ball, along with a small plate at the base of his skull. And here he is back.
Oh,
that quickly.
Oh, that is so scary. Every detail.
Jim Tracy's Diamondbacks, Rockies now 8-8.
Well, Presley seeing a lot of pitches, and you were talking about this before the ball game, Greg. The bullpen of the Rockies is vulnerable. So the more pitches you can make the starter throw, well, the better chance you have of getting in the bullpen early.
Count remains 3-2 on Alex Presley. And another foul ball. Kind of at bat we saw a lot from Presley last year, his rookie season. This year, just a couple of walks and 12 strikeouts. The other day, Clint Hurdle gave him the day off to work on some things, fine-tune some things. He said Presley's been battling. And he battles this pitcher. Nicasio with a line drive into left field after the extended at bat.
Real plus at bat for Alex. Made him work and then made him pay. Range Resources grid showing you where that pitch was. Pretty much in the middle of the plate, hitting area. Doesn't try to pull it. Nicely done. Nicasio releasing that ball about 3/4 delivery. Pretty good sight line for Presley and the Pirate batters. He doesn't really hide anything. Has a pretty true delivery. Very honest set of mechanics.
So now the 9-game hitting streak for Presley. And Tabata takes a pitch in the dirt. After the leadoff double last night against Jamie Moyer, Clint Hurdle had Tabata sacrifice Presley to third, and then Presley scored on a ground out by McCutcheon. As Tabata looks down at third base coach Nick Leyva.
Part of these meetings right now, when you're not scoring much, it'll be emphasized by the coaches. You look down at third base in every pitch. We're going to be doing some things we might not normally be doing if we're hitting the ball a lot.
Now they're convinced he's not going to bunt, and he hits a fly ball to right. It's Kadire.
thing you'll notice, you're talking about spring days and how the ballpark plays differently. That ball looked pretty routine, but still got to the edge of the warning track. So right away you look for the ball to perhaps carry a little bit above average this afternoon.
And there you see it. The breeze
now kind of
drifting out toward right. Andrew McCutchen, 6th in the league in hitting, .339. Drove in 3 runs last night. So 5 ribbies the early going of this season.
We'll keep an eye on Presley.
Ball 1 so far this season. 2 attempts against Nicasio, both caught stealing. Last year, opponents were successful in 7 of 8 attempts against Juan Nicasio.
Perhaps some spring training work. A little quicker release, help his catchers out.
The quick step off and the look. Presley 3 out of 4 in steals.
They're very concerned about him at first base right now. They know the Pirates are thinking about running when they can because of the fact the bats aren't doing what they're supposed to do yet.
And this season as a team, the Pirates have swiped 11 bases in 18 tries, so they want to improve on those numbers. There he goes, got a little bit of a slow start. And the throw down is going to get him. Looked like he was running in quicksand initially.
Yeah, spun his wheels. Give a look from the side. Now, usually you will see Alex Presley get away quicker.
Scudero applies the tag. Our AGH cam. The out recorded. And now toward the right center field gap. And Andrew McCutchen just keeps on hitting.
Wow.
Spraying line drives all over the place.
So hot.
A 2-out double. Right after the caught stealing, he doubles. And in scoring position for Neil Walker.
This ball hit hard, and just because he's a right-hand batter, that ball is going to try to run away from Colvin in center field. Does enough of a slice on it. Andrew just keeps pounding the gaps, pounding the gaps.
It's his 100th career double.
The Pirates have a little 2-out action in them.
Neil Walker was 0 for 4 last night. Ball 1 from Nicasio.
The Rockies, as an outfield group, playing quite deep. The reasoning might be the fact that why not play deep? Even if you play in, Andrew's going to score on a base hit. So why not protect yourself with a little depth? A base hit is going to score him regardless of where you're positioned, unless you're right back of the shortstop and second baseman. So they'll give some ground with that thinking.
One ball, 2 strike count. The Rockies defensively. Tyler Colvin in center, Carlos Gonzalez in left, Kadire in right, Scudero, Tulowitzki up the middle, Giambi and Nelson at the corners, and Rosario catches Nicasio. Nicasio gets out of it after the double, strikes out Walker. 1 in the books for this doubleheader. 0-0. that is scoreless after an inning, right?
Yes, indeed.
Just the second time in the first 17 games now that the Pirate pitcher retired the side in order, first of all in the first inning. And usually either the Pirates or the opponent scores. In 12 of the first 16 games, either the Pirates or their opponent had scored in the first inning. Line drive to right field, carries out. Tabata makes the catch to Tulowitzki. One up and one down. And Day Automotive presents this 26th player added to the roster for the doubleheader. A new rule implemented in the collective bargaining agreement over the winter for doubleheaders. So the Pirates add pitcher Jared Hughes, Zach Putnam for the Colorado Rockies. Each will return to the minors after the game. Jason Giambi takes a ball with the shift.
There's the defensive configuration.
Who is that out in shallow right field? Pedro Alvarez.
Yep. Got our answer. Why do you move your third baseman? Why not move the third baseman to short and short out there? Well, because you don't want to change two positions, according to, I think that was the report from Clint Hurdle. Just move one player basically instead of two.
Check swing, appeal it no, says the third base umpire, Alfonso Marquez. Tom Hallion calling the balls and strikes. Manny Gonzalez at first, Brian Honora at second. 3-1 count on Jason Giambi, 41-year-old former MVP. Broken bat pop up to shallow right.
We got to have somebody there with that shift.
5 up, 5 down for James McDonald. Good start for J-Mac. McDonald, who came to the Pirates from the Los Angeles Dodgers, making his 8th career appearance against the Rockies. 3-1, an earned run average just over 4 versus Colorado lifetime. And a strike. Starts him off with a breaking ball. Michael Kadire, 0 for 4 last night.
So far, McDonald doing quite nicely against that foursome I was talking about. The numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 batters in the Rockies lineup. Gonzalez, Tulowitzki, Giambi, and Kadire. Just fine so far.
Foul ball 1 and 2. Trying to get Kadire. Struck out 2 in the first inning.
Polished things off against Gonzalez with a great high fastball.
Jammed him.
Boy, did he ever. Thought that might have cost Mr. Kadire a bat. In on those thin handles.
This one up high. 2 and 2. That's fouled off.
And that's basically the only place that Kadire could have hit that ball. That ball, again, way in on him. If you hit it, 99% chance you're going to yank it foul like that.
Another 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball, this time the other way. Still 2 and 2 on Kadire. Kadire. We get the Alex Presley impersonation here in the second inning. Came over as a free agent after parts of 11 seasons wearing a Minnesota Twins uniform. Michael Kadire. Didn't get it. Fastball just off the plate, 3-2.
Take a look at our range resources grid.
Just missed. And this one.
Nice break.
Swing and a miss. Foul tip. 3 Ks, 6 up, 6 down for James McDonald. Go to the bottom of the second. 0-0. Casey McGee will lead things off against Juan Nicasio. And our PNC achievement, this RBI 2-out single in the bottom of the 8th inning by Casey McGee, scoring pinch runner Nate McLeod, giving the Pirates the lead and the win.
Right out on the end of the bat, so he didn't hit it hard enough to get out to the outfielders, but nicely placed. Slid it out there to right center field, and Bucks snuck off in the night with a W.
A good start to his Pirates career for Casey McGee. Strike one.
You know, Greg, we talk so often about how great it is to see all the young kids at the ballpark, and it really is, but every once in a while we'll pan the crowd. You'll see a couple old buddies there, veteran Pirate fans, veteran baseball fans that grew up on the game, out in the sun, afternoon watching baseball. By the way, they watched it when they were growing up. That's good to see also. Buddies up, probably stop at the same coffee shop in the morning, shoot the breeze, and then, hey, let's go out to the ballpark. It's a great way to spend the afternoon for the veteran baseball fans.
A lot of folks leave work, walk across the Clemente Bridge, catch a few innings. One ball, 2 strike count. Fly ball to shallow right center field, and the catch made by Kadire. McGee retired, brings up Pedro Alvarez.
A lot of action in right field early in the ballgame.
Second catch for Kadire, and Tabata has made a couple of putouts. Alvarez was 0 for 3 on Sunday against the St. Louis Cardinals after going 2 for 4 on Saturday night, picking up 2 RBIs in the Pirates' 2-0 win over St. Louis. Breaking ball, strike one.
Nicasio has given up 3 home runs. This is start number 4 for him.
The Rockies early on have been okay offensively, but the pitching staff .450 team ERA, second highest behind only the Milwaukee Brewers in the National League. The Pirates have the second best earned run average in the league behind the Washington Nationals. 1-2. What did you think, Steve? Jamie Moyer, does it amaze you?
Well,
see this 49-year-old pitch like he does?
It does, but you know, you want to get away from the age and the speed, because this guy knows how to pitch. He's a flat-out pitcher regardless of how hard he throws it and how old he is. And I applaud him a lot for his ability to be tolerant and patient with people who can't get beyond those two factors and recognize this guy is just a great major league pitcher. And he's a great citizen, so there's a lot to like about him. He gave the Rockies obviously a chance to win, pitched very well last night. And you got to tip your cap to Jamie Moyer in a lot of respects.
Andrew McCutcheon was pointing out that because it's just something you don't see at all. You don't see the fastballs at 76, 77 miles an hour.
Right, they're geared.
It's just you're not used to it. And then all of a sudden they bring in a 95, 96 mile per hour guy from the bullpen.
And they break
it
it
all over the place.
Yeah, break it open. It's crazy.
3-2 on Alvarez. Down swinging. Second strikeout for Nicasio. Of course, he became the oldest pitcher ever to win a game in the big leagues. His previous start against the San Diego Padres.
Pretty select company.
Jack Quinn had been the oldest back in the 50s. Phil Niekro, the knuckleballer. Hoyt Wilhelm, Satchel Paige, the oldest pitchers in the history of Major League Baseball to win a game.
And I don't know if Jack Quinn is a knuckleballer, but 2 out of those other 4 are. And you take a look at the body
Wilhelm.
of work. Yeah, Wilhelm and Niekro. The body of work of a guy like a Jamie Moyer. Doesn't have a trick pitch, or Nolan Ryan didn't have a trick pitch hanging around. Different styles.
Clint Barmas, 2 doubles his first 2 at-bats against Jamie Moyer, who went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 1 run. Barmas's home run came off the righty Matt Belisle. Could not hold.
You know, another thing so impressive about Jamie Moyer, the conviction that I can still pitch and going through a Tommy John surgery at age 47 or 48, whatever it was. I mean, that is some resolve, some dedication to a rehab that's never pleasant.
Hit hard at the center fielder. 1, 2, 3 go the Bucks. We played 2 at PNC Park, the first of 2. 0-0.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel.com. Definitely worth the click. By PNC Bank for the achiever in you. And by your Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward. Let's go Bucks!
On to the third inning. Clint Barmas, Pirates shortstop. One of the heroes last night, the former Rocky. Scoreless game through 2. James McDonald, who made his Pirates debut against these Colorado Rockies back in August of 2010 after he was acquired by the Pirates from the Dodgers for Octavio Dotel. And what a debut it was.
Indeed.
Struck out 8, pitched 6 scoreless, a 5-1 win. And a good start today through 2 innings. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wilin Rosario. He and Ramon Hernandez, the catching tandem. 2-1. Rosario batting .261.
Sounds like a law firm, Rosario and Nicasio.
Ground ball to the shortstop. So it's Rosario, Nicasio, and Barmas, that law firm.
And speaking of Barmas, it will go unnoticed, but he hit that ball right on the button. So the good at-bats that started last night continue. That ball was hit very, very hard. Colvin turned around, made a nice play on it. But that was a solid line drive, very good contact. And yeah, you want to get the base hit, but you still want to hit the ball that hard, and he did.
Chris Nelson to the plate, third baseman, who was 0 for 3 last night. In the air to right. Should be easy for Tabata. 2 outs this week on an all-new IPB. That's Inside Pirates Baseball. Andrew McCutchen is on the rise among big league center fielders. See what the best players in the National League think of Kutch. Inside Pirates Baseball. IPB, Saturday at 10:30 here on Root Sports. Nicasio 1 for 6 at the plate this season. Takes ball 1. 4 hits and 28 at bats to start his career. Pretty good for a pitcher. And it's 2-0.
There we go. See if James can complete this first clean move through the batting order.
Misses badly there, 3-1, and kicks at the dirt a little bit.
Yeah, he knows he's got the upper hand, but he's got to get it in the strike zone. Pretty much has to do it just one more time. But doesn't.
Walks the pitcher.
Isn't that fate? He's the only one that gets a hit off Matt Cain. And now the only base runner against him in the first 3 innings is mound upon. Cain pitching the 1-hitter against the Pirates. James got the hit.
We'll have to kind of watch James McDonald, Steve, because we've seen since joining the Pirates, it could start off firing strikes, and then all of a sudden, command becomes an issue for him. See if he gets right back on strike zone, and he does there.
Yeah, you wonder about that. There was a game last year, a Sunday afternoon game. I think it was against the Cardinals, but it doesn't matter who it was against. He went like 4 or 5 batters, couldn't come close to the strike zone. Just gotten one of those crazy ruts.
Ground ball to short. Barmas will toss to second for the force. Walk doesn't hurt him. Go to the bottom of the third at PNC Park. Doubleheader action. Bucks and Rockies. 0-0 in game 1. App for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at bat to 31826 or visit pirates.com for details. Let's take a look at those flags again.
Yep.
Starting to head out to dead center now.
Helping everybody except the pitchers, usually the case.
Beginning of the game, limp, and pointing out toward right, and now straightaway center field. That breeze here at PNC Park. Juan Nicasio faces Michael McHenry to start the third. 1-2-3 second for Nicasio. McHenry 4 hits and 14 at bats for a .286 average. One of those hits a home run off Chris Capuano of the Dodgers.
Day baseball, PNC Park. You're going to have a lot of students in their similar colored T-shirts taking in the game. A lot of buses around the ballpark. And so far this afternoon, a whole lot of pitching going on. Yeah, that's
great to see all the kids, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Next weekday game on the schedule is against the Mets on Wednesday, May 23rd. Pirates will hit the road tomorrow in a 4-game series in Atlanta on Friday, then on to St. Louis. Their next homestand, 3 with the Reds, starting Friday night, May the 4th. The Nationals, their first and only visit. We'll have to start projecting whether you'll get a chance to see Steven Strasburg in that series beginning May the 8th. Swing and the miss on the fastball from Nicasio, his third strikeout. Game 2. Charlie Morton will start for the Bucks against Jhoulys Chacin. Both looking for his first win.
You won't see the spelling of that first name around Major League Baseball except right here today. The unusual spelling, Jhoulys.
Strike one on James McDonald. Steve commented on the fact that McDonald had the only hit. He was the only base runner against Matt Cain on the recent road trip. Cain flirted with perfection at AT&T Park on Friday, April the 13th. He had retired the first 17 batters he faced. In the 6th inning, McDonald broke up the no-hit bid, and he's robbed of a hit here by Nelson, but Giambi not able to make the pick. And McDonald thought about going to second, but then thought better of it.
Another knock for James. Degree of difficulty is Nelson made a great backhand stop. That ball is blistered, but just really gobbled Giambi up at first base. Just a nice stop right there. Terrific.
So McDonald 2 for 6 at the plate this season. Another look at the stop, and then the ball in the dirt. Giambi over there, not Todd Helton. Todd Helton will play game 2.
Not classic defensive work at first base.
Yeah, I think Helton probably makes that pick, but Giambi limited action at the first base. Longtime DH. Strike on Presley, who singled and was caught stealing in the first. Giambi holds the runner McDonald. Nelson creeps in at third. One ball, one strike on Presley.
Always the possibility of Alex dropping a ball down. With that in mind, Nelson is on the edge of the grass at third base. Because of Giambi at first base, if Alex is thinking about a bunt, might not be a bad idea to drag one.
And now Giambi backs off McDonald. strike is called on Alex Presley. Line drive to left field, his first at bat. 2 for 4 in last night's game. Clint Hurdle was talking about the fact that he gave him the day off the other day and said he's going to work on some things. He's battling, getting a lot of infield hits. And he goes down swinging. He had 5 infield hits going into last night's ball game, did Presley. And speaking of that, Barrel Automotive League leaders infield hits in the National League. The Pirates, the leaders. James McDonald, the infield single. One up on Houston. 19 infield hits for the Pirates. Jose Tabata has a few. Tabata is going to get his share of infield hits, but the Pirates would like to see him start to drive the ball too into the gaps. 0-1.
Yeah, you don't want to put too much emphasis on infield hits, really. They're there. They're fun to get. Kind of get away with something every once in a while by getting one, but you want to get the ball to the outfield.
Ball 1 strike the count. Top of the fly to right field in the first. As a rookie in 2010, top of 121 hits and just over 400 at bats, and a lot of them line drives to right field. Infield hits. Is he going to get one here? No. Nelson came on to make the play and retires Tabata. Through 3, it remains 0-0. The Pirates and the Rockies from PNC Park. By AT&T through 3 innings here at PNC Park. It's a 0-0 ball game. And the trivia question: there have been 30 rainouts at PNC Park, 20 doubleheaders. Against which team did the Bucks play their first PNC Park twin bill?
That's easy.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cubs. By the way, while we have a minute, I want to send along happy birthday wishes to Sally O'Leary.
Oh, yes.
One of the best.
Yep.
One of the best ever. Sally, thinking about you. We are never far away from thinking about all you have given to the Pittsburgh Pirates as an organization. Just a great, great friend. Sally O'Leary.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, Sally.
Hope you get your computer fixed.
She is. It's fixed, by the way.
Okay.
It has been on the DL for about 3 weeks.
Yep. Back in the rotation.
Sally O'Leary, a long time member of the Pirates Public Relations Department, many, many years. Still does great work with the Pirates alumni.
He was kind enough to help an old right-hander with some proofreading of a book that's going to be coming out shortly. Sally, thanks so much for all the help. That meant a lot. You caught a lot of the stuff that you didn't do too well and cleaned it all up.
Tyler Colvin at the plate. It's 2-0. Your book should be out soon, right?
Yeah, there was a copy of it floating down around the hallway today. I had my first look at it. Scary. I can't wait for the lawsuits.
Now you can get it on Amazon.com now, I understand, but it'll be available in bookstores within about a week. This ball hit to right field, and again, it should be easy for Talbot as he approaches the warning track.
Right around May 1st is Pirate for life. With a lot of help from this man right there, Eric Sherman.
Eric Sherman, Steve Blass writing the book, A Pirate for Life.
A little tardy on the telestrator.
Yes, okay.
Little rusty.
Yeah.
Yep. Tried to draw that on the monitor.
Nicely
it doesn't
done,
quite work. Yeah. I was right on time on the monitor.
Yes, sir. Yes, you were.
The telestrator's been there all the games, hasn't it?
Yep. Make good use of that.
Yep. Eric Sherman coming into town when the book comes out. A fellow that helped me so much.
I'm sure that was a lot of fun, though. In all seriousness, probably a lot of fun to write that book with Eric.
It was. It was an intense summer last year on the telephone with the recorded conversations and transcribing. A lot of the good thoughts go to Eric. By the way, classmate of Tim Neverett at Emerson College up in the Boston area. That's how we got connected.
Strike 3 called.
Do it, James.
But Tom Hallion loves to ring him up, doesn't he? The home plate umpire.
Going with the breaking ball right there, and Carlos Gonzalez had to be thinking. There's the knuckle curve. They call it a spike curve these days. Used to call it a knuckle curve, but either way, it's right there. So he had to be thinking of something else because that was a fine curveball, but it was right in the middle of the plate. Locked him up. Other side of Carlos Gonzalez.
Tom Hallion. The emphatic strike 3 called.
Bringing back the glory days of Doug Harvey. Hall of Famer Doug Harvey.
One ball, one strike on Tulo. He lined out to right field in the second. James McDonald has retired the first 2 Rockies here in the fourth. Goes a pitch in the dirt. It's 1-2.
Early commitment. Troy not thinking that was the case.
Conversation there with the home plate umpire.
Check it out. I'm going to ride the fence again. You will get some of those calls. You'll get about 50% as a hitter, and you get 50% as a pitcher.
To right field. And 1-2-3. So the Rockies, great work through 4 innings for James McDonald. Pirates come to bat in the bottom of the fourth. Game 1 of the Twin Bill here on Root Sports. Our trivia question involving doubleheaders. 30 rainouts at PNC Park, 20 Twin Bills. Against which team did the Bucks play their first PNC Park doubleheader? Steve said what? The Cubs?
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
The answer, the Braves. June 3rd, 2001.
That's wrong. That is wrong. Yep. Sorry to say it. I know everybody works hard getting these answers, but sorry to say that.
When was that?
I have a telescopic memory, so you're not going to fool me.
A telescopic memory.
Right.
1-0 pitch to McCutcheon. He doubled his first time up. 2-0 count. 100th double for his career.
Keep it going, Andrew. We need some offense again. Breaking ball by Nicasio. It's kind of what it was like for the first 6 innings of last night.
Lots of pitching. 2-2.
A lot of patience required. It paid off last night. The seesaw baseball game.
Strike 3 called. 5 Ks for Nicasio. Bicycling enthusiasts participate in Pedal for Pirates Charities, a 100-bike outdoor cycling event on Federal Street Saturday, May 12th. It's presented by Highmark. Each cyclist will get a complimentary ticket to the Pirates-Astros game that night and a commemorative towel. Proceeds benefit Pirates Charities and the YMCA at Greater Pittsburgh Building Bridges program. To register, visit pirates.com/pedal. And strike 1 on Neil Walker. He struck out swinging to end the first. Ball to strike. Kevin Correa, good ball game last night. Jamie Moyer, good ball game. 2 pitchers in last night's contest. 2-1 on Walker.
Was it Correa retired? What, the last 10 in a row, I think, before
I believe it was. Weekly hit to the right side. Easy for Scudero.
That's a classic example of that time rolling over. What they mean rolling over that top hand and just taking a pitch that's either middle part of the strike zone or away and just turning it back over to that routine ground ball to the second baseman. Down and away, and you just get it turned over. Hard to do much with that pitch when you try to pull it.
Casey McGee fly to right field in the second. That takes ball 1. 2 hits in the first inning off Nicasio, a Presley single, a McCutcheon double, and a third inning 1-out infield hit by the pitcher James McDonald. That has been it. Strike at the knees. McGee agrees.
You have got 2 live right-hand arms working this afternoon.
Just missing. Got to give this man a lot of credit in his comeback.
Yeah, just the start of that story. Line drive to the right temple.
Amazing story.
And involving vertebrae and neck issues.
James McDonald on the bench has put up 0 so far. Oh, excuse me. Ground ball to the shortstop and on to first. Another infield hit.
For a guy that quite honestly won't get many, but good hustle. And the minute that we got the third baseman Nelson out of the equation, you knew you had a chance. There's Nelson cutting across and in. He was playing back, but he's got to give way to Tulowitzki. At that point, the ball's been on the ground rolling too long.
Tulowitzki, one of the few shortstops who might be able to make that play. The AGH cam shows you how close that was. Two-time Gold Glover, but with 6 errors this season. McGee aboard for Pedro Alvarez, who struck out swinging in the second. Fouls us out of play.
The same way that Nicasio started him off last at bat, something off speed, 81 miles an hour.
Now his catcher Rosario wants to talk to him about strategy here.
It's been kind of a not necessarily a constant approach to pitch to Pedro, but many times off speed, high fastball. And they see it on video. They see it can work. So he gets a good bit of that kind of sequence. Get him thinking slow and go upstairs with heat.
At 0-2. All fouled back by Pedro Alvarez.
At that time, off-speed fastball, first 2 pitches. Pedro might be 0-2 and more bats than any player in the National League. It just has played out that way. It's a tough way to make a living hitting. There they go with a high fastball. Too high.
1-2 on Alvarez. Pirates continue to show great patience with him. Cracks this one deep to left center field. To the track and nearing the wall. Carlos Gonzalez on the 1-2 pitch. Alvarez lines out. 4 innings played, 0-0.
Scoreless ball game in the top of the 5th between the Rockies and the Pirates. The Pirates Charities and the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police have teamed up to reward positive efforts by the youth in the community. And that's got the officers handing out baseball cards this summer featuring 6 different Pirates, and that includes Andrew McCutcheon, who says it's a great thing for the players to participate. With all the bad news you see, it's all about rewarding the kids for being good. In that, it is Education Day here at PNC Park. So we rewarded a few of the 6th graders from Eastdale Elementary. They are here for their graduation. Again, guys, it's all about rewarding the kids for being good. Congratulations, 2-hour trip from Fairmont, West Virginia. This is their big road trip. And guys, they're on to junior high next year. It gets scary after that.
Well, great stuff there. Thank you, Lacey. And yeah, congratulations, and a great program too. A lot of kids on hand today. James McDonald goes up and in on Jason Giambi and just nicks his jersey, so he's aboard. Second man to reach. The pitcher Nicasio walked with 2 outs in the third. Now Michael Kadire. Kadire struck out in the second. And in the dirt, ball 1.
Ooh, just barely.
Got a piece of the sleeve.
A player that wasn't that big would not have had contact as a big man.
And now 2-0 on Kadire. Had a couple big hits over the weekend to help the Rockies beat the Brewers in Milwaukee 2 out of 3. McDonald falls behind him 3-0.
You hope this is not related to that discussion, that point you brought up, where every once in a while James can be rolling along, and all of a sudden he strips the gears or something.
4-pitch walk. 2 on. Good news for McDonald is that he's got the bottom third of the order. Willie Rosario bounced to short in the third inning.
Henry out to have a word.
There's a look at what McDonald has done so far. His pitch count. And the only men to reach: Nicasio, the walk, Kadire, the free pass, and Giambi hit by a pitch.
He's been extremely efficient with hitting this little snag. Hopefully it's brief here in the top of the 5th. He's been outstanding.
Two on, nobody out in the scoreless game. And that not close.
This might prompt a visit from Mr. Searage if this next pitch misses. That pitch missed by a lot.
Ground ball, shortstop Barmes.
Perfect.
2 outs.
You couldn't have written a better script. A little bit of a hiccup there with the first 2 batters, and then the tailor-made double play. Nice stuff. How easy was that? Positioning a big part of this game, and Barmes was perfectly positioned. Playing catch over there with Casey McGee.
Routine. Runner at third, 2 outs. The batter, Chris Nelson. Breaking ball, knee bender, missed, ball 1. He flied out to Tabata in the third inning. Another breaking pitch. It's 1-1. Fastball, 1-2.
James would love to get him. Of course, that affords you the, well, most of the time, luxury of having the pitcher lead off next inning.
Well, you like to say the luxury now of just doing about anything, right? I have to count 1 and 2.
Yeah, you can throw him a lot of different pitches. Just make sure you don't overthrow in the dirt.
Get him to chase upstairs, wouldn't do it. 2 and 2. See what McHenry calls for here with the pitcher on deck.
Still has the luxury of at least this pitch.
What's the curveball from McDonald? Gets it, and it's line foul. What does that tell you, Steve, as a pitcher now? He lines that curveball out in front.
Well,
what would you do here?
I used to like to, you want to pull it foul, I'll let you pull it further foul. I'll throw the curveball slower. But James is a power guy. Yeah, he went the heat up.
Overthrew it.
Yeah.
Even though it was only 91.
Yeah, that's called muscling up and trying to throw too hard. You don't stay as flexible. You don't stay as fluid. You're trying
too
to be
tense,
too tight. Yeah, but he's still got this luxury with the pitcher in the on-deck circle. No harm.
He wants it in the dirt. Looks like McHenry. The breaking ball. Dribbled foul.
Yeah. And that's why he can take the chance with the breaking ball. He's got the pitcher up. I mean, you don't have to give in and throw him a fastball that the hitter's looking for.
Steve, how nice is it to have a catcher who's that confident to be able to get this thing in the dirt? Got a man at third base. A nice comfort level there.
Absolutely, yeah. That makes you relax and get that out of your mind.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. James McDonald gets out of it, and it's still 0-0. Inning threat. Here it is again.
Cleans up a sloppy start to the half inning. Nice work.
Henry wanted it outside. Ball broke in, but still did the job. And McDonald's reaction after the strikeout and after the hit batter and the walk, getting the double play in the K and locking himself there on the noggin. Think.
Stay focused. Concentrate.
Fly ball to center field. First pitch swinging is Barnes, who hit a fly ball to center his first at bat.
Yep, hit it much better that first at bat. Quick out for Nicasio. Well, here we are again, Greg. Nothing ball game. Nothing new to the Pirates in the month of April.
Pretty amazing, isn't it? And this is game number 17, which is historic. The Major League record. The 1943 Tigers played their first 17 games without scoring or allowing more than 5 runs. The Pirates have already matched the National League record set by the 1965 Pirates team. Strike one on Michael McHenry, a strikeout victim in the third.
They've toyed around with the high edge of that particular formula. What, 2-5-4 wins, one over the Phillies and then one last night.
Broken bat. Base hit. This will allow McDonald to try and bunt McHenry to second. Follow us on Twitter at Root Sports Pit for team news, special giveaways, and behind-the-scenes looks at your favorite teams. Join the conversation on Twitter and tell us how you root. Do it today. Broken bat single for McHenry. Now McDonald tries to move him into scoring position. 5th hit of the day. All of them belong to the Pirates. Game 1 of the doubleheader.
Never know. 1 run might be enough today with the way these guys are working.
The lack of offense, this is not to make an excuse. The Pirates have the worst hitting team in the National League, along with the San Diego Padres, both clubs hitting at a .211 clip. But there are 9 teams now in the league hitting below .250. The National League, including the Phillies, Diamondbacks hitting under .240.
Who would have thought the Phillies would be in that category?
Phillies hitting .248.
Just 2 of their horses out of there.
The Reds hitting just .229. The Brewers hitting .235. What has happened to the offenses in baseball? 1-0 count. Third baseman creeping in. Castillo steps off.
You know, it's the same as last year too. The Pirates have been winning some games with great pitching, but they also have lost some games with great pitching. You know, so the pitching has been good enough to have the record be maybe upside down, 9-7 or 10-6. So you look at it from both standpoints. So you're winning games with pitching, but you could be winning more with that pitching.
Another step off. He's obviously bunting. No secret here. As the Rockies continue to have Castillo step off. It's third base coach Nick Leva.
Yeah, I mean, they're fishing to find out, but you know, it's catch and release, so they know what they're doing.
He takes a ball. Now it gets interesting here. 2-0. Not that Hurdle in this situation would take off the bunt, but he has done it. He has sent the runner with the pitcher at the plate, but this is obviously a bunt situation, and now the catcher Rosario out to talk to Nicasio.
And James can handle the bat pretty well.
For a time played the outfield in the Dodgers system to take the stress off his pitching arm a few years ago.
Yep. He moved to first base. I don't know whether James was trying to trick them, but he made the commitment like he was going to shorten up and bunt, but sometimes that'll be used when you know the guy's going to first base just to maybe set up the pitcher.
This time a strike. Again showing bunt.
Well, there's a lot of action going on for a probable bunt attempt.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
In terms of the bunt early on this year, the Dodgers have the most, 13 successful sacrifice bunts. Pirates with 7.
Perfect.
Catcher throws to first. Sacrifice 2-4. McDonald gets the job done, moving McHenry into scoring position. So J-Mac has McHenry at second now. Quite an afternoon for the Pirates pitcher. What he's done on the mound and at the plate, an infield hit, a sacrifice bunt. He's having a heck of a day.
I'm loving it.
So are his teammates. Now Alex Presley and the Pirates will try and get him a run. Before that, a conference on the mound. Interesting, the pitching coach Bob Apodaca comes out to talk to them about maybe the approach to Presley. with Tabata on deck and first base open. Maybe we'll see Nicasio and the Rockies be extremely careful to Presley, who was 2 for 4 last night and 1 for 2 today. See how they pitch to Presley. And Tabata on deck. Pickoff try at second. Very close. Tulowitzki sneaking in.
Yep. The timing was good by the Rockies. Daylight play. When the pitcher sees daylight between the shortstop sliding over and the runner, that's when you whirl around and throw it.
Boy, oh boy. Pirates got a break there. The AGH cam. Surprised Tulowitzki wasn't more upset.
I usually like the AGH cam. It was scary.
In the dirt, ball 1 on Presley. McHenry doesn't run all that well, but with 2 outs, the outfield pretty deep. He should be able to score on a base hit.
Yep, be off on contact. That's the name of that pickoff play. It's been that way for 100 years, the daylight play.
Going to get out of it. Nicasio gets the ground ball for Presley on to first. Pirates leave a man in scoring position. We played 5. It's 0-0 in game 1 of the doubleheader in Pittsburgh.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Levin Furniture. For the best deal on Tempur-Pedic mattresses, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Zeros onto the 6th inning. 0-0 ball game. The pitcher leads off against McDonald. Nicasio, who walked in the 3rd, and it's ball 1.
One of 3 base runners for the Rockies.
And that not close. 2-0. Two and 1. Ball 3.
James, scoreless ball game. You don't want to put anybody on, especially the pitcher with the free pass.
Reaching out, bouncing it to first. One up, one down in the 6th. Sunday, May 6th, the Pirates and Reds meet here at PNC Park, 1:35. All kids 14 and younger get a pierogi ceramic bowl. Thanks to Mrs. T's Pierogies. Jose Tabata likes it. Come early for the #1 Cochran Family Fun Zone on Federal Street. You can stay after the game. All youngsters can run the bases. Thanks to H.K. Anderson Pretzels. For tickets, go to pierogies.com.
Wow, what a great ice cream dish for that
I was
midnight
talking
snack.
to Bob. Bob and I were on the radio side last night. I said, Bob, what do you like in your ceramic bowl? He said, big, about 4 scoops of vanilla ice cream, bunch of whipped cream, chocolate syrup poured all over it.
That's it.
What do you like in your ceramic bowl?
Ice cream.
Yeah. Maybe some cereal, Fruit Loops,
yeah.
Lucky Charms.
No. Healthy stuff. Total.
How about some pierogies in there?
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
The ice cream man. Ball and a strike on Scudero. He is lined out and grounded out. And this breaking pitch misses in. Nothing ball game in the 6th inning. Scudero 1 for 4 last night. He's lined out to center field, bounced to short. And a fly ball. McCutchen underneath it. Out number 2, and it's starting to get interesting.
I was just going to say that. It's starting to get very, very interesting for Mr. McDonald and these Colorado Rocky hitters.
Tyler Colvin will come up. He has struck out and hit a ball to the warning track in right field.
I would say advantage McDonald up to this point, wouldn't you?
I would. But it's a 0-0 ball game. Makes it doubly interesting, doesn't it?
It does.
Strike 1. Great to see him deliver that fastball for a strike right away.
Working in the 6th inning. 77 pitches. 78.
And now again out in front 0-2, and a pretty good breaking ball working this afternoon. See what McHenry calls for. Scudero, outstanding season last year, his last with the Red Sox at .293.
Yeah, now you start thinking about the catcher. He wants to make sure he puts the right fingers down, has the right feel for his pitcher, who's been very special this afternoon.
That curveball missed. 1-2. Another one. 2-2.
Yeah, with each out that's recorded, you start feeling a little more heat. You know, for this guy for sure, but also the catcher. He wants to make sure he calls the right pitch.
2 curveballs miss. Now 2-2. And he struck him out. Very interesting. 6 innings in the books. 6 here. Nothing ball game. Jeff Karsten's on the disabled list, our AGH sports medicine injury update. He has not yet resumed baseball activities. He's going to be re-evaluated in Atlanta. Inflammation of the shoulder. Fingers crossed. Talking to Karstens last week that just some rest will do the trick. Good chance Dr. James Andrews will see the reports. Ball one on Tabata.
Fingers also crossed for James McDonald.
Tabata has flied to right, hit a chopper to short, to third rather, and fouls this one back. Let's go down to Lacey Collins. She has more than another pitcher involving an injury. Lacey?
Greg, Chris LaRue had to start this season on the 60-day disabled list with a right pec muscle injury. He was very excited to talk today, though, because he says he can start doing exercises with the chest and lifting. And then on Monday, he's headed to Bradenton and will get to throw for the first time since the year began, guys.
Thank you very much, Lacey. And a leadoff hit. Tabata's going to try and stretch it into a double, and he is out at second. The tag applied by the second baseman, Scudero.
Solid base hit into left center field. Scoreless ball game. Jose was trying to get himself into scoring position instead of settling for a single.
He thought he was tagged maybe up high. That's what the AGH cam shows.
Slow it down even further.
He might have an argument there. I don't know
if he clipped the actual shoe, then.
Ground ball deep short to Tulowitzki on the move. And he gets McCutcheon. A nice play.
And he can make nice plays. You talk about those errors. Well, they'll still send him out there every day he's able to play. He's that good. And by the way, a terrific exchange from left field into second base to cut down Tabata. 2 above average plays in a 0-0 game. Those are to be remembered.
Carlos Gonzalez. The ball hit into left center field by Tabata. Trying to stretch it into a double. And Neil Walker 0 for 2. There's the man of the hour. Going the other way. There's Tulowitzki again. And the high jump, but an infield hit.
Another one. There's only so many of those spectacular plays you can make. Like Tulowitzki is that college quarterback with the jump pass, publicity shot. Over, backhand the ball up in the air. Valiant effort. Just one extra step before he went up in the air probably cost him the out at first base. But again, A for effort on his part. Good hustle by Neil Walker. We're still in business in this scoreless game.
7 hits for the Pirates, 3 of them of the infield variety. Casey McGee had an infield hit in the 4th and flied to right his first time up. One for 2 last night, walked 3 times, and that game-winning RBI in the 8th. Rolled to second and on to first. Through 6 it remains 0-0. James McDonald returns to the mound. Welcome back. Don't forget about Free Shirt Friday. The next one is coming up on May the 4th against the Cincinnati Reds, 7:05. Clint Barmas models this edition. You can go to Pirates.com/Free Shirt Friday. Coming up Friday, May the 4th against the Reds at 7:05.
This is the part of this scenario we start looking at every pitch, analyzing every pitch. Because James McDonald is doing something very special right now. You're in the
this is a tough part of the order here, too, for him, Steve.
It is, yep.
3-4-5. 1-0 pitch on Cargo, and it's in the dirt. Carlos Gonzalez has struck out twice. First time swinging, and the last time in the 4th inning looking.
This gets to be a little psychological, too, to relax and not get ahead of yourself, not try to get 9 outs all at once.
Ball 3.
Try not to overthrow.
Giambi hit by a pitch to lead off the 5th inning. And it's a 4-pitch walk to start the 7th. 3 free passes allowed by McDonald. Now he faces Troy Tulowitzki, who's actually had a couple of good at-bats against him. Tulowitzki has lined out twice to right fielder Jose Tabata.
Stay within yourself, James. You've been in a very good place. Don't try to be Superman here.
And this breaking ball missing. McDonald was an 11th round pick of the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2002. In the bullpen, it's a call from Ray Searage.
Don't throw a strike just to get it in the zone, James. Don't hold back. Turn it loose.
Steve, how difficult do you think it can be to avoid getting caught up in your personal moment in a nothing game?
It's not easy. I mean, it's easy to get caught up in it. It's not easy to contain it, control it, keep your discipline.
And you're thinking about the record book now, but it's a nothing ball game.
Well, yeah, but you
popped them up, maybe playable as Alvarez looks over. It's going to be about 5 rows back.
It's just very difficult. Right now, James is trying to stay in that place he's been the entire game. You know, you always say, you know, you want to have a mindset of it's always a nothing game. Well, that's impossible to do to 100%. He wants to make sure that he doesn't get caught up and think that okay, I've got this situation going. You know, and
history.
Yeah. And he's aware of it, but you want to control it. You want to contain it. You don't want to think too much.
Yeah, I just wonder,
is
it certainly is more comfortable and easier if you're ahead 5 or 6 to nothing. Trying to get those last. No, you don't believe.
I don't know.
I'm trying to get those last 9 outs, but your team's ahead.
Yeah. It's hard to get out of your personal situation right now.
It's an interesting dynamic in a nothing ball game. Ground ball left side, diving try, and that's going to do it. The no-hit bid is broken up. If it sticks in Alvarez's glove, he's got a chance. But they'll give Tulowitzki a hit.
Have to.
And the fans react.
Yep.
Not happy with the call. Alvarez did everything he could. The first hit of the game, Tulowitzki.
Breaking ball that he pulls just wide of Pedro. It's off the thumb of the glove. And now Ray Searage, as a good pitching coach will do, will go out and say, all right, collect yourself, catch your breath. All right, that scenario is gone. We've got a nothing ball game. You got 2 men on, nobody out. It's still your ball game. And this is a good time because there's all kind of things going through James McDonald's head before that play and now after. You don't want him to relax too much. You don't want him to get too angry. Just want to give him a moment. Give him a moment.
See if he can now
ask him what,
regroup.
ask him what the weather forecast is for the next 3 days. They'll look at you like you're nuts, and that's exactly the reaction you want.
Heck of a start here for James McDonald.
He was exceptionally good in the 5th inning when he threw 16 pitches, but he was in the same situation he is now with runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody out.
I'll tell you, if you look at that pitch count, this is for something down the road. And I'm sure Clint Hurdle will be honest with us. Oh my, looked like McHenry was crossed up. It's off his mitt. It's going to go as a wild pitch, moving the runners up 90 feet.
But no conference between pitcher and catcher. Usually that will be the case if you get crossed up. See, Michael's moving inside. He wants an inside fastball, and when James throws that hard, plus you got that movement away from the left-hand batter. That's tough. But he did get leather on it. I mean, that's, you can share some responsibility between pitcher and catcher there.
Now nobody out, the infield back to concede a run here against Jason Giambi, and it's 2-0. That looked uncomfortable.
Yeah, now they will talk.
I think
and this could be a signal situation.
Another
Let's
look
take a look at this one.
pitch.
I think Michael was just looking a little awkward there.
Strange. I was going to say, we'll have to ask Clint Hurdle down the road. You look at that pitch count for a guy that had been pitching a no-hitter. He's thrown 90 pitches now, and Hurdle has been very cautious, as are a lot of managers. Getting around that 100 pitch mark. He'd have been well over 100 pitches going into the 9th inning at this pace.
Well, you know it's been done. Pitchers have been removed with a no-hitter.
That's what I'm saying.
And at the major league
ask
level.
Clint Hurdle about it. What would Hurdle have done?
And might tell you, I'm glad in one way not to have to make a decision, but I would have been happy for him to struggle with that decision.
Giambi lifts one to center field. This will bring home a run. McCutcheon will make the catch, and not only will Gonzalez score, but Tulowitzki will move to 3rd, and with 1 out, the Rockies have a 1-0 lead.
Giambi has that kind of power. I mean, he just runs into the ball, and it has a tendency to go a long way.
Second RBI for Giambi this season.
The free pass comes all the way around to create the first run of the baseball game.
Now the infield in against Michael Kadire. Check swing and a pitch in the dirt.
James seems to be having one of those all over the place innings.
Strike on Kadire.
You'd love to be able to leave that run at 3rd base, because chances are you're going to get a crack at that Rockies bullpen at some point. No guarantee. There's a good chance.
And now ahead 1-2.
Now you're looking for a strikeout. Obviously thinking that would be a huge second out. And the Pirates have been getting a lot of big-time strikeouts when they needed them.
McDonald has 6 this afternoon, including Kadire in the 2nd.
11 times Kadire has gone down on strikes. 12 times.
And he did here. Strikeout. Big K for McDonald. It is 7.
Huge out. Say he went around. I don't think that was a call strike. He said he went.
Here's Willeen Rosario, 0 for 2. Catching game 1 for the Rockies. Gonzalez walking to lead off the inning. The infield hit for Tulowitzki, breaking up the no-hit bid. A wild pitch moved the runners 90 feet. Giambi brought home Gonzalez from third. The block there by the Fort. McDonald approaching 100 pitches. In case you're wondering, his Pirate career pitch mark high, 109.
Well, he's due up fourth in the bottom of the 7th inning. And he's pitched so well, you'd love to have him get this out and see if the Pirates can do something and reward him.
Upstairs, Rosario chases 2-2. Looking for his 8th strikeout. He punched out 9 Braves in July of last year for a career high. The breaking ball missing. It's 3-2.
It sounds funny to say this, but he's just trying to get in the barn now, and the numbers are brilliant. But,
and the bullpen isn't. I mean, the bullpen is ready, and it isn't far away from being summoned. Struck him out.
Way to go, James.
Could be his last batter of the ball game. See if the Pirates could get him a couple of runs. We'll keep it right here for Take Me Out to the Ball Game as James McDonald allows 1 hit. Not to say he's finished yet, but 1 hit, an infield single, and deserving of a nice applause here as he exits.
We invite you now to stand. Follow the bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie.
Now the least stress, cause the Bucks are the best. All black jersey, P on the left chest. And El Pettit, we won't accept less. Pittsburgh, the mechanics, we hammer and cause damage. Pirates when we in the place, give us space, in your face. Look at you walk around, but this is how we get down. It's your imagination, this is real. Can you feel it? Mr. Cole is still strong.
James McDonald back to the dugout. Upset. Giving up that run. The no-hitter going. Gave up the infield hit to Tulowitzki. Now the Pirates down a run as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Dexter Fowler takes over in center field. Defensive changes for Jim Tracy's Rockies, and moving from that position, Tyler Colvin now at first. Check swing, foul ball. Pedro Alvarez, who lined out to the warning track in left center field in the 4th. Ocasio delivers high. Alvarez, Barmes, McHenry for the Bucks.
And you know that Jim Tracy wants to get everything he can possibly get from his starter with the bullpen scuffling.
83rd pitch thrown and a drive to right center field. That was crushed by Pedro Alvarez. It's a line drive home run to tie it up. Pedro Alvarez ties the game with a mighty swing. A line drive homer over the right center field wall. His third homer. It's 1-1.
And that's what Pedro Alvarez is capable of, and that's what the Pirates are looking for, and that's why they are patient. He can do that with one swing of the bat. So you talk about making up for maybe not making an above-average play on that ball that was hit to his left. Well, he just got even.
Look how easy that is, Steve, and
well, he
hammered into right center.
Yep.
Fowler barely turned around.
The ball jumps off his bat, and it's as simple as that.
Boom.
That's a home run when it's over the infield dirt. Everybody knows it.
One ball, one strike pitch to Barmes. Barmes, 2 fly balls to center. Hit the first one well. Tied at 1. Smiles for Pedro.
There are home runs that are majestic, towering fly balls, and then there are line drives. And to hit a ball that hard on a line, I mean, you have to be really, really strong.
And both are impressive,
yes.
The extremes, because Alvarez hit that one ball, a majestic shot over the right field seats earlier this season here at PNC Park, and this one into the right center field seats on the line drive. And a base hit for Barmes.
Two out of 3 good at bats for Clint after last night's work, and he keeps it going here in the bottom of the 7th. They are busy in the Rockies bullpen.
Reaching out and touching it into left field for a base hit. And then Barmes, who had 3 hits last night, a former Rocky. And there's Matt Reynolds. Michael Navarro comes out on deck. And now we'll see if Hurdle bunts McHenry.
Well, the Pirates in a position now to scratch out another run and put James McDonald into a winning situation.
The line for James McDonald.
Pretty brilliant. Not pretty, just brilliant. A+.
Henry is trying to bunt Barmes over.
Yeah, and he squared around while the pitcher's in the set position. Why is the pitcher stepping off? Do they think Clint's going to take off? Well, that's not going to happen.
Henry had 5 successful sacrifice bunts last season.
And he might take off when the pitch is delivered, but he's not going to take off when the pitcher's in the set position.
Pedro Alvarez home run has tied it. Jim Tracy busy on the bullpen phone. A righty has joined Matt Reynolds. And Nicasio taking forever. And this slow pace helps Esmil Rogers loosen up, the right-hander. There goes the runner, a pitch out, and the throw is high, and an out call nonetheless. The high throw from Rosario, but Tulowitzki went up to get it and came down with a tag of Barmes.
Look at where the catcher was when he let go of the ball. He's out in front of home plate. It's just like playing catch, but he catches a flyer. And again, a close call because the tag is applied up on the leg, and you wonder where the shoe is in relation to the base.
And now ground ball to short. 6-3. 3 Pirates have been thrown out on the bases. Presley caught stealing in the first. Tabata trying to stretch a single into a double in the 6th. And now Barmes thrown out on the 2-6 caught stealing. Michael Navarro bats for McDonald. Ball 1 to Navarro. Pitch in the dirt. Takes outside. Navarro started at third base in last night's game against the lefty Jamie Moyer. He was 1 for 3 against him. And sent Josh Renicky offering to the wall in right center field, his last at bat last night. 3-0 count. Very well could be Nicasio's last batter. Lefty Presley on deck. Here's the 95th pitch of the game for Nicasio, and it's not close. That could be a red flag. So Jim Tracy doesn't make a move.
Here he comes. He wants the bullpen.
Will be the left-hander Matt Reynolds. Will take this timeout and be back. Pirates have tied it on the home run by Alvarez.
Has the fastball. He's got another fastball. He's got a breaking ball. He's got a double play pitch. James McDonald dealing. Curveball. 38 strikeout package. James McDonald. Great afternoon. And he puts it all to bed. When the dust settles, he has been absolutely terrific. 1 hit in 7 innings, giving up a run. He is off the hook. The no-hitter broken up in the 7th inning. Way to go, James. You've had yourself an afternoon.
Talked to A.J. Burnett, who he said has meant a lot to him already. Learning so much from the veteran A.J. Burnett. Lefty Matt Reynolds. Retired Neil Walker to end the 8th inning last night, the only batter he faced. 0-1 on Presley, 1 for 3 against the starter Nicasio. Out in front, 0-2.
Eighth appearance for Matt Reynolds, the left-hander.
Saw the pitch in the dirt, took a couple of steps towards second, then put on the brakes. Beautiful day here along the banks of the Allegheny. Quite a ball game. Folks have seen game 1 of the doubleheader. Pitching duel between Juan Nicasio of the Rockies and James McDonald, even better, flirting with a no-hitter.
Still plenty of time to come out and watch some Major League Baseball.
Pitch in the dirt on a check swing.
And let's hope that's a critical mistake by the Rockies. And that's might be all it takes.
Navarro now can score from there with 2 outs. Struck him out. Presley caught looking. But the inning began with Pedro Alvarez at the plate against Juan Nicasio. This line drive home run, 3rd of the season for Alvarez, ties the game as we move on to the 8th. Pirates Rockies, 1-1 ball game. Nissan presents the road ahead. The Bucks. The road includes Atlanta and St. Louis. Following the second game of the doubleheader, Pirates will ship out tomorrow for Atlanta, 4 with the Braves. Weekend wraparound series, and the Cardinals host the Pirates. The Bucks return home. Pretty long homestand starting on Friday night, May the 4th against the Reds. The Nationals come in, and then the Astros.
James McDonald, great afternoon. He will be replaced by right-hander Chris Resop. 1-1 ball game. Chris in his 8th appearance. So far, so good.
Faces Chris Nelson. Nelson 0 for 2 this afternoon. Ball 1. Eric Young Jr. would likely bat for Reynolds. You'd love to get 1, 2, 3 here, because after that, next 2 hitters, Colvin and Gonzalez, hit from the left side. Strike on Chris Nelson. Ideal scenario, 1, 2, 3, get a run in the bottom of the 8th and have Hanrahan come on for the ninth. See how it plays out.
Tom Hallion bringing him up. 3 straight fastballs from Resop. Top of the strike zone, but within the right hand up area. Hallion rings him up.
AGH cam shows you Tom Hallion ringing him up.
Telling everybody back at home plate what he has in mind.
It's Eric Young Jr. Pinch hit in the 8th inning last night against Jason Grilli and struck out. Ismail Rogers will be the new pitcher. Thinks about a bunt, takes up and in.
The Rockies would like to get his speed on the base pass. 1-1 ball game late.
His dad played for the Rockies, currently the first base coach for the Diamondbacks. Got a piece of him, and he's awarded first base. Hit by the pitch now. Clint Hurdle's going to ask about this one.
Pirates do not want that speed on the base pass, but they will not win this argument.
A look at it. I'm on the elbow. So now concerned about the great speed here.
Yep, the dance will begin between Resop and Young. Initial lead. At least average, maybe a step better.
Saw the good numbers for Eric Young. Three for 3 this season. Last year he swiped 27 bags, caught just 4 times.
He will be going. It's just not if, it's when.
Opponents have stolen 11 bases out of 13 tries this year against Pittsburgh. And time was called. He was going.
That's very good acceleration when he gets out of the blocks.
Another throw over. Not really close. Jim Tracy had the Rockies be more aggressive last year on the bases. Doesn't figure to change this season. And a strike. Rockies stole 118 bases last year, almost a 74% success rate. Not going on the pitch out.
Not the easiest thing for a pitcher when you know it's just an obvious situation where the surprise will be if he doesn't go.
Ball and 2 strikes. That certainly helps. Getting ahead of Scudero. Colvin on deck with 1 out. Marco Scudero traded from Boston for a minor league pitcher over the winter. Tie game at 1 in the 8th. Time as Scudero steps out.
This is pretty much what we expected out of the situation with Young at first base. This would take a while.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Long pause for Risa. And it's a line drive base hit to left center field, and Young going to motor for third. It's first and third.
And there's the speed. Not everybody goes from first to third on that particular hit, but Young does comfortably. That ball out into left field once it gets on the ground, and Young knows it's past the shortstop. He's going to be motoring, and Clint Hurdle's going to go to his bullpen.
Back-to-back left-hand hitters due up. Colvin and Gonzalez. Tony Watson, the lefty in the Pirates' pen, is summoned. Change. Watch Clint Barmas. Baseball is a game of inches. Watch Barmas, just as the pitch is delivered, just a couple of quick shuffles to his left. Could this have been the difference? We'll never know. Now, Young was not moving on the pitch. Barmas was. And it's 1st and 3rd. Now Tony Watson facing Colvin and then Gonzalez.
He needs to do what he did beautifully Saturday night when he came in and got a huge strikeout late in the ball game to preserve that game the Pirates won behind A.J. Burnett.
Carlos Gonzalez homered off Watson last night. He is on deck. And a pop-up. Not very deep, but great speed at 3rd. Tabata fires toward the plate. It's going to be close. He is safe. The speed of Eric Young.
That's exactly what it was. Going from 1st to 3rd, then coming in from 3rd base. Well, you know he's gonna risk it. The throw by Tabata, 1 bounce, 2 bounces. A couple of bounces and that kind of speed gives Eric Young home plate.
The second bounce, the difference in that one.
And you see Michael McHenry out in front, which gives Eric Young a chance to go behind him. The appeal at 3rd base denied. There are opportunities, and I don't know but all that much about the sophistication of catching, but there are some opportunities. There are times when a catcher can just hold his ground and almost block the ball and sell it to the umpire that he is there before the ball gets to him, and sell that thing so that the runner can't get there even though the ball hasn't quite arrived yet. It can happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but I've seen catchers do it.
Ball 1 on Carlos Gonzalez. Struck out twice, walked against McDonald, scored. And again last night homered off Watson. Bouncing ball to Walker. And on to first. Well, the Rockies took a lead in the top of the 8th inning last night. They do the same here as Eric Young sneaks in with a go-ahead run. Park game, one of the doubleheader. Like us on Facebook at Root Sports Pit, and you can stay connected with all our local teams and other passionate fans just like yourself. So what are you waiting for? Show us how you root on Facebook, and let's go Bucks. And they come back again as they did last night in the 8th inning.
No law against it.
Esmiel Rogers appears in his 6th game for the Colorado Rockies. Rogers, the 26-year-old native of the Dominican, made 13 starts last season.
You know, just one factor before Jose steps in there perhaps is the fact that I was wondering about Michael McHenry out in front of home plate. Just to be honest, it was not a strong throw from Jose Tabata, a 2-bouncer from short right field, and so maybe Michael just thought he had to go out and get the ball, that it just wasn't going to possibly get there in time. That's one possibility.
Tabata 1 for 3. Last time up, tried to stretch a single into a double, was thrown out. He's in the hole 0-2.
Pirates out hitting the Rockies 9-2, but trail 2-1. It's exactly why you have an Eric Young Jr. on your team, because he can get around the base pass like he did. He got hit by a pitch, first to third, and then out races the ball to home plate. Very awkward play on an inside, or swing on an inside fastball. It might have been just a late decision on a pitch he was fooled on. It was a slider, 87 miles an hour. I don't think that's the Rogers fastball. And so that had a chance to pick up that inside corner at the last minute. Said, "Boy, I better take a whack on it. I don't want to be rung up on a call third strike." Awkward swing.
Eric Young scoring the go-ahead run in the top of this 8th inning. Andrew McCutchen 1 for 3.
And you're trying to tie it up right there with one swing.
Rogers gave up 14 home runs in just 83 innings of work last year. Out in front 0-2.
Yeah, that was definitely a slider that got Jose, because that fastball right there is 96.
This is in.
Back away from the fastball again.
Rex Brothers lefty loosens.
He had some problems last night. Couple of earned runs on no thirds of an inning.
Matt Belisle also up. McCutchen swings and misses at the pitch in the dirt. Back-to-back strikeouts. Batter now Neil Walker. It was 1 out of 3. Infield hit in the 6th. Esmiel Rogers strikes out Tabata and McCutchen to start the 8th inning. Looking for his first home run.
Now would be a good time.
Last year, Walker a dozen homers, drove in 83.
Which really, when you think of the proportion there, that's a good RBI number for not a lot of long balls. So I mean, he was getting it done, you know, without having to hit the ball over the fence all the time.
And now, a pitch away from striking out side in order is Ismail Rogers. Ball, 2 strikes. Jeff Bannister, Pirates bench coach. With the Bucco skipper.
Rogers averaging a strikeout per inning.
Pirates with the second fewest home runs in the National League. Chicago Cubs have hit 6. Pirates 9. The Brewers currently lead the league coming into today's action. Brew Crew with 24 dingers. So Ryan Braun hit one, as did Travis Ishikawa. 4 for Braun. 1-2 on Walker. 2 outs, nobody on. Down a run in the 8th. Working it here against Ismail Rogers. That theme this year, Clint Hurdle, finish if you're on the mound. Each pitch at the plate, each at bat, each inning, grind it out. And in the dirt, a strikeout, and he strikes out the side in order. First of 2 here at PNC Park. Following this ball game, brief timeout between games, and then Charlie Morton will take the hill against Jolice Chassin. Between games, of course, we'll have our boys down there. We'll break down game 1. Rob and Teak. And how about this odyssey? Jared Hughes was sent back down to AAA Indianapolis when they activated A.J. Burnett on Saturday to make that start when Kevin Correa had that side issue. And Hughes went down to AAA Indianapolis, made an appearance.
Stuck around the airport.
Yeah, made an appearance on Monday for Indy. Pitched an inning, struck out 2 for the AAA Indianapolis Indians, and he's back up. That new rule, the 26th man in baseball. The new collective bargaining agreement. Teams allowed to add a 26th man for doubleheaders, but the player has to be returned to the minor leagues following the games, barring some unusual circumstances.
It used to be the 6th man in basketball. Now it's the 26th.
Yeah, 26th man. Now, I guess it's the first time that the 26th man has been used, even though we've had a couple of doubleheaders in baseball, because those two doubleheaders occurred the day after the game had been postponed. You need to have a day between.
6 days of separation, 1 day of separation.
1 day. So that the home team can't use that as a competitive advantage, we're told. In case you have a club that's close to your AAA affiliate, or AA for that matter. Foul ball. 2-2 on Tulowitzki.
Can't they send a charter plane after the player?
Probably could, couldn't they? On the bottom of the ninth, keep it close. Bottom of the ninth, it's McGee, Alvarez, and Barmes. Didn't Pedro Alvarez hit a big home run a couple of years ago against the Colorado Rockies?
He did indeed.
and you and I have been taking criticism ever since.
Heat. Heat and ridicule.
Roll to the shortstop. How dare you have fun with the Pirates, right?
Yeah.
6-3 on the ground out.
Yeah.
We lost it in the booth that night.
Yeah,
He hit the home run off Houston Street.
And you know what? It was fun. It was fun. Forget about it.
Yeah. Supposed to be, isn't it?
It's all right. Yeah, that's why they call it a game. Yeah, it was fun to call that. You know what? I'd love to have a chance to do it again.
Well, as I recall, the Rockies had taken the lead in the top half of the inning. It was a kind of a back and forth type ball game. They had taken the lead by 2 runs.
In the 9th or 10th, or was it extra?
It was extra innings. Houston Street, their closer, one of the best closers in the game, had come on to try and save it. And here's the guy that you're counting on for years, Pedro Alvarez.
Oh dear, here we go.
Coming to the plate. August 7th, 2010. The walk-off home run off Houston Street. A big bomb for Pedro Alvarez.
Yeah. That's okay without the audio. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
Yep. As you said, we'll be glad to do it again. A 3-run walk-off homer with 2 outs in the 10th inning of that game. Pop up the shallow left center field, and a ball that should have been caught and a chance to get him anyway, but no, the save calls. Dexter Fowler will be credited with a double. It appeared as though that ball should have been caught, but that Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Presley, McCutcheon, Barmes out, and it drops in. Just as bad for Dexter Fowler.
In that tough zone, for sure. 3 players converging on it. Let's hope it doesn't hurt.
Fowler inserted in the 5th spot of the order had been Jason Giambi's. Now a chance for Kadire to bring him home. A couple of strikeouts and a walk against the starter McDonald. Pickoff try at second. Might have broken his bat, softly hit. This should be 2. Nicely done by Barmes, not so nicely done by Fowler. Let's hope that comes back to haunt the Rockies. Last chance for the Bucks in game 1. McGee, Alvarez, and Barmes 2-up. their closer, Rafael Betancourt, will look to save this one, give the Rockies a W. Todd Helton comes on to play first base.
Betancourt has 5 saves.
Face McGee, Alvarez, and Barmes.
Betancourt has given up 1 home run, in case you're thinking along those lines, and I am.
Since the All-Star break last year, he's been excellent, holding opponents to a 113 batting average, walked just 2 batters while striking out 44. Tyler Colvin moves to right field.
He's been everywhere.
Started in center, moved to first, and now into right field in the 9th. Betancourt is in the 6th spot of the order. And Helton, that's 9th. McGee to lead things off. 1 for 3 so far in this one. 1 for 2 with 3 walks and an RBI last night. Strike 1. Seven innings this season, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts for Betancourt. Has given up a home run. And a pop-up out of play. One 2 on McGee. One up, one down for Betancourt. And we got some phone calls in the truck. They said, what are you talking about? That call a couple of years ago, Pedro Alvarez against the Rockies. Well, you asked for it. This is it.
Drive to right field. Oh my God! If it's Pedro Alvarez! Pedro Alvarez has won this game. Unbelievable! Pedro Alvarez has homered. He's won it. The Buccos win it. Pedro wins it. 3-run homer. Unbelievable! He just whips off his helmet. They're going nuts. It's a sellout town.
Not going to happen here. It's a ground ball to second and on to first. 2 outs. That was the radio call that night.
Well,
would have been fun.
We did enjoy it tonight.
Yeah.
It was legit. It was just one of those just pure moments that I think everybody was feeling good. Nobody better than us.
Yeah. Certainly won't apologize for joyous moments here in this ballpark or any time talking about the Bucks.
Never.
And they're looking forward to a lot of those calls with Pedro Alvarez over the years. His home run in the 7th inning tied it off Juan Nicasio, his 3rd home run of the season. But in the top of the 8th inning, the Rockies scored the go-ahead run on a sacrifice fly, and now they're down to their last out. It's Clint Barmes, the former Rocky. Barmes 1 for 3. Toward left field, it's going to hook and go foul. 1-1 on Barmas. Betancourt was the setup man to Houston Street last year. Became the closer in August. Two and one. Should he reach, Garrett Jones would bat. Tony Watson. Now the sacrifice fly, but Resop would be tagged with the loss. Unless the Pirates can come back here. 2-1 count. And this should do it. Shallow right. Scudero will make the catch. So the Colorado Rockies win the ball game. And unfortunately, kind of lost in all this was the brilliant performance by James McDonald.
He was absolutely terrific. Deserved a better fate. They got him off the hook. But the much maligned bullpen of the Rockies came in and retired the last 6 Pirate batters. Rogers was phenomenal, striking out the side, and Betancourt 1-2-3 and put the lid on a 2-1 Colorado win. Again, very tough to swallow when you waste that kind of good pitching that the Pirates put out there in the person of James McDonald.
It's a new National League record, going 17 games into a season without scoring or allowing more than 5 runs. The Rockies win game 1, so this will be indeed the rubber match of the doubleheader and the rubber match of the series coming up. Betancourt earns his 6th save. Stay with us. Send it out now to Robin T.
All right, Greg and Steve, thanks very much. We're out in section 103.